Today we are installing a greenhouse and want to show you some of the build process. This is an 8x10 and will have some really great features that will not only make this building look really nice, but also make it very usable for growing your favorite plants and vegetables. We start off with a 4x4 pressure treated perimeter, level it, and then stake it down with rebar. Our customer provided a compact gravel base, which will work great and help prolong the life of the building and help keep rainwater from collecting and puddling up against it. We can customize our greenhouses to your exact needs and have lots of options to choose from. Some of the features on this one include a large window, a cedar workbench, a Dutch door, and my favorite feature, which is a solar fan. The solar fan will kick on automatically when the building heats up and reaches warmer temperatures. And since it's powered from the sun, you won't need a power source to plug it in. We are installing a HardiePanel wainscot on the bottom half of the building. This will dress up the greenhouse and also give it some stability. The HardiePanel is a concrete product and very water resistant and will hold up for years to come. The plastic panels are a dual wall polycarbonate material that are specifically designed for greenhouses, and they have a UV protection on the outside to help keep the plastic from yellowing and cracking over time. We have them available in different thicknesses as well. On today's build, we are using a 6 mil, but you can also get it in a 10 mil. We place 1x4 pine strips over the trusses. This is referred to as skip sheeting. It will strengthen the building against high winds and give us something to screw our roofing panels into.
You have that hardware? Sorry.
The Dutch doors are an excellent feature and allow for the top half of the door to stay open while you have the bottom half closed. This is nice if you want to feel like the door is open, but also keep your dogs or cats from coming in and disrupting what you might be working on and getting in the way. Ventilation is very important. Our customer chose to go with a large 4x3 slider window for some added airflow. This is in addition to the front gable vent and the solar fan. We want to make the building look as aesthetically pleasing as possible, so we're using a combination of 1x4 and 1x2 trim to cover up the raw lumber and dress up the exterior. Here's the solar fan we are using. The brand is called QuietCool, and they are awesome. If you would like to purchase one for your own greenhouse, or are just interested in learning more about their products, you can check out the link in the description of the video. The metal will go around the perimeter of the roof line. This is going to dress it up and also help keep the building watertight. Christmas. I got a delivery. You're a good painter, I'm sure. The panels come 4 feet wide, and we can't just butt them up against each other, otherwise they would leak. So we are using what's called an H channel to connect them. They can be a little tricky fitting together, so we have to be careful and use a little bit of elbow grease to get them nice and snug. Pretty good. The solar fan does come with a long cord, so if you do end up wanting to hardwire it in and run electricity to your greenhouse, that is an option. The solar panel is charged by the sun, so if for some reason it was cloudy for days on end and the panel wasn't getting charged, you could still run your fan.
When the vents were open, did you see it spinning?
Yeah. Building turned out awesome. Dutch door is going to work great. Solar fan, it's not quite hot enough for the solar fan to kick on, but it will.